Hey friends, so this is the review for Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, season 4, episode 6. So Salt Lake City low-key has been bringing it this year, and I'm very happy with it because last year, honestly, it was trash. The only most entertaining thing was about Jen. So for them just to spice things up without her and not bringing up her name so much, I'm very impressed and I'm very happy with it. Oh, let me fix this. Oh, you see my artwork, you see my apartment. All right, so they start things off. It was a to be continued from the last episode. And that's when Monica told Angie about the rumor when Whitney was sitting on the side. Low key, this is just something that Whitney stirred up because, she's very, very messy. So she likes to throw the rock and just kind of hide and watch everybody else react to it, but she doesn't want to have a response to it. So that's when Whitney was like, oh my God, girl, we have to tell Angie about this rumor because there's just no way. So Whitney brings Angie over and was just like, hey, the rumor is that your husband was sleeping with other men. And so then Angie was just like, oh my God. Low key, it was giving that she heard this rumor before because her husband is a hairstylist / hair salon owner. So it's just not, I don't know, her reaction wasn't just as surprised. I think she was just more so upset that it was addressed on camera. So then that's when they were just like, oh yeah, well, Whitney was just like, yeah, so that was the rumor that Meredith was spreading. And so then Angie goes up and she goes to Meredith. She's like, hey girl, can I talk to you for a sec? She pulls her to the side. It was just like, listen, you're spreading rumors about my husband sleeping with other men. Please don't talk about my family. You're the one that be spreading likes with other people. And then Meredith is like, wait a minute, rumor? I didn't say anything. I didn't even mention what the rumor was. And Whitney was basically saying well, you did say you had dirt on her husband. And Meredith, typical behavior is just not engaging, right? So she was just like, nope, bye Felicia, I'm walking out. And so then that's when Angie comes right behind her and is just like, don't talk about my family, you're trash. You sleep with other women, men, maybe women, I don't know. But you be sleeping, allegedly, you be sleeping with everybody else in these streets, so don't be talking about my family. And so then everyone is acting so surprised. Monica told Lisa, Monica told not Whitney. Of course she told Whitney, but she also told Heather as well. And so everyone is so in shock, minus Heather. Heather was just like, oh, I hear this rumor all the time. We live in Salt Lake, Utah. There's always going to be some rumors. A man could wear a cardigan and he could be automatically labeled as a gay man. So that was just kind of the thing. And then the comedy relief, Mary was there, was just like, okay, since I wasted an outfit, where's the food? Can I get something to eat, please? And so Lisa was just like, oh yeah, there's some flatbread, pizza over there. And then Mary is just like, all right, well, this is great, or whatever the case may be. But talking to, I guess, the person that was the server / cook, she's like, why didn't you put it in the box? He's like, oh, I didn't want to touch it. She's like, lazy. And low key, I'm not sticking up for anyone, but I would be kind of annoyed if just pack my stuff so I can wrap it up and just be out, if I'm ready to go. But then again, he's probably looking at Mary just yo, this woman is very particular. I've seen different clips on her on Housewives, so I don't know if I want to touch her food or not. I don't know. So yeah. So then that's when they fast forward into Angie's home as she's setting up her east and west wing bed. Her husband comes in with some coffee and he's just like, hey, what's going on? How was the night? And then she basically told him hey, these ladies are over here and they're spreading rumors about you sleeping with other men. And he breaks down crying. At first I was just like, damn, don't cry. But then I was looking at it, I was just like, I don't know. And he's just not surprised, but I think more so like they were just upset at the fact that this lie is on camera for their daughters to see, for their church to see, for everyone that sees them in a certain light in that community to see. And I think that's why he was very, very frustrated about it. More so the fact for like the rumors and infidelity, it wasn't about like just kind of like the gay rumors. It was just like, yo, like our daughter's gonna see this, our community's gonna see this, they're gonna label us as such. Like, I hope they don't treat us differently when we go into church, which is understandable. But like, he was very heartbroken about that and was just like, yo, in terms of Meredith, I do not want her in this house. I don't want to be seen with her. We didn't do anything wrong to this woman. She's like gone. Like, I just, please stop bringing up her name. And so then that's when it just kind of ended it from there. And she's just like, it's okay, babe. Forget these haters. These bitches ain't shit. Like, look at us. We're flourishing and our businesses. So, yeah. So then that's when we go to Monica. And Monica is just like showing her day-to-day, frying bacon on the pan. Side note, I eat bacon and I can't remember the last time I fried bacon on the pan. So I'm a very, like, I like smells. And so the cooking and like the bacon smell just always linger for days. So what I do, I put it in the oven. So I'll put it in a pan as such, and then I put it in the oven, and it tastes way better to me. I don't know, like, I don't know if you're the type of person that cooks bacon just like over the skillet frying it, but I don't fry it. I just put it inside the oven and it tastes just as good. The grease is still there, everything is still perfect, and my apartment smells nice. So, yeah, so it was just like her day-to-day with her kids, traveling to school, the B word, all that other stuff, you know, just little harmless flashbacks. Then we go over to Lisa and Jack. So Lisa and Jack get petties. It's actually I have no idea what that sound is. I like really wanted to stop. Okay. Because, yeah, that was random AF. Sorry, I had to get some water. All right, so then Lisa and Jack, they went to get petties, like pedicures. And so they talked about like prom and just like, oh my God, I miss prom days. Like, I just love it so much. So, which was like a long time ago. But then they also talked about the mission. He's like, yeah, this is his idea. This is what he wants to do. And honestly, I can respect that. Like, if he wants to like move forward and go on this mission and learn more about God and spread the world, like, let that be his business. Like, I just feel like, I don't know. It's just, it's okay. And for like Heather, well, I'm getting a little ahead of myself. No, but just for like Heather, for like constantly bringing it up, I'm just like, girl, like, do you need is this a storyline for you? Like, I understand you had your experience, but this is like not your child for one, but like, let your child grow and have that experience. Like, I don't understand. Oh yeah, rewind that back to the part with Monica and her kids. She also talks about like the relationship with her mom, right? She was basically saying that her mom would always like search out and find something bigger and better, and maybe perhaps like not consider her like feelings in a sense. I feel like since they did that little flashback of that and Monica explaining the relationship with her mom, that's going to tie into something later on in the season. So that was just like, I was just like, okay, I see what's going on here. Then Whitney, Lisa, and Angie, they went over to Angie's house, beautiful, beautiful home. And Angie had some like just little snacks here and there and some champagne and everything else. And they talked about just like that night and that rumor. And so then Lisa pretty much said like, yeah, Meredith was messed up for spreading that rumor, but why is Monica so vocal about it and why is she so involved? And so Whitney's just like, hold up, this is not part of the plan. The plan is to blame everything on Meredith and not blame anything on Monica. So, like, but what Lisa was saying was not far-fetched, though. You get what I'm saying? But then, of course, like, Whitney is just like, no, this is all Meredith's fault. Like, she is like the devil. Like, we just need to come together and hate her so we could kick her off this show. But, you know, Angie heard both sides of it. And then Angie talked about like how Heather invited her over to her home. And, you know, they were painting birdhouses and talking about just like their relationship. And Lisa took it upon herself, was just like, wait, hold up. She's being all nice and goody two-shoes to you when this woman put me through hell for 3 years and she's never shown any remorse or anything towards me. I know this is about you, Angie, but like, let this be about me real quick so we could like go back to you. Let this be my little commercial break because I feel like it is just so unfair. And Whitney's just like, And so then we go off to Meredith. So after the party where Angie confronted her about the rumor, Meredith and one of her close friends were in the car and the driver lost control and they got into an accident. They hit a snowbank. And when like Meredith was explaining what happened, she was very emotional. But production was just putting on some like pew pew music, like doo 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 doo, like it's no big deal kind of thing. And I was just like, yo, what is going on with production? What do they have on Meredith? Why are they not liking her right now? Is the like the lead producer don't fuck with her or something? Like it's like it doesn't make any sense to me. But Meredith was just very emotional. But honestly, I don't blame her. I would have been emotional too. Like, you don't know whether you hit like a snowbank or a little random can or squirrel on the street. There's always gonna be some sort of emotion, especially for me. You know what I mean? So like the fact that production put in the background music and everything else, I was just like, ooh, they low-key don't fuck with her. You know what I mean? So I don't know what's going on. I don't know if there's beef. I don't know what it is. But in terms of Meredith, they're just not seeing it for sis. And so then we go off to Monica, and Monica is with her mom and her nana. And so they're just like, okay, like, let's stop by McDonald's real quick because grandmama is a little cranky. So let's give her some food. Let's give her a nice Frosty with some fries. And it's like, let's just get her something so she could calm down so she won't be so pouty on camera. Because grandma was sitting in the passenger seat like, and then it was just like, oh, she likes that fish sandwich. She's like, no, not today. I don't want that fish sandwich today. Sorry. So then after that, that's when they go to like her senior activity center, which is like kind of like her go-to like country club. You get what I'm saying? But she looks forward to it. They play games for Coca-Cola. They have fun. They gossip about who's dating who. Like, you know, just little stuff like that. And so during that time, that's when Monica and her mom are like to the side getting, you know, coffee, watered down coffee. I saw the color of it. I was just like, ooh, I know that the coffee is not good. But anyways, so then they do that, and then Monica's mom, talked about how she was ghosted because she decided to be celibate. And Monica was just like, that's weird, like how my mom just be picking and choosing how to be a good person. But neither here nor there. Then that's when they talked about just like boundaries within their relationship, and they were going back and forth and they were yelling and like cursing, and Nana was just like, not in this place. We don't use negative language. No bad words over here. This is my little area, okay? And so then Monica was like, I'm sorry, Nana, like this is just what your daughter said. She was like, I don't care. Like, no bad language here. And when I was looking at the reaction, like their interaction, it just seems like there's some deep-rooted issues that they haven't resolved. And I'm just trying to figure out, if that's the case, then why did you bring your mom to the show? You get what I'm saying? Like, you say you love your mom, and I don't know, it just seems like there's something within that relationship that they have not resolved. It's very interesting, but yeah, that was that episode. Afterwards, that's when Bad Weather met up Bad Weather, aka Whitney and Heather. And again, Heather talks about Jack's mission and how she feels like this is not a good decision that he's making. Like, maybe he should be more informed of what to expect and everything else. And I'm just like, yo, Heather, I get what you're saying, but like, low-key, this is not your child, 1. 2, everyone has their own experience. Like, let him grow up to be who he wants to be and let him figure out for himself. You never know. Maybe he's okay with having certain rules and order. But for her just to continue to say that on camera, it's just like, damn, girl, like, what is it? Like, do you want a storyline? Or, I don't know. But it's just like, it's kind of like beating a dead horse at its point. But anyways, that was the review. I am going to do the next episode. I am going to do it right after this. So that would be episode 7. But that was, Salt Lake City. Season 4, episode 6. Let me know what you think. How you feel just about Monica and her mom's relationship. How do you feel about like the rumor just going out of hand, just going from like Meredith to turning into something way bigger? And just like her husband's reaction and everything else. All right. Thank you. Bye.